Turn up. Let's go. Fans, good evening and welcome to Carver Gymnasiums for this evening's match. This evening, your Western Washington University Vikings take on the Alaska Anchorage Seawolves. Fans, it's with heavy hearts that we relay some sad news to our community today. Yesterday, we learned that one of our students, Axel Acosta, was among the 8 people killed in the Astroworld concert tragedy in Houston on Friday night. We join with Axel's family in grieving the loss of someone with such a bright future and so much life to live ahead of them, taken far too soon. At this time, we'd like to take a moment of silence for Axel and the other 7 individuals that lost their lives in this tragedy. Thank you. Fans, at this time, please rise and remove your caps. Military veterans are welcome to render a hand salute as we join together for the playing of our national anthem, performed this evening by the Western Washington University Pep Band. Now, fans, for our team's lineups. First, from the visiting Alaska Anchorage Seawolves, as announced by their head coach, Chris Green. Coach Green is assisted by Stacy Meisner. Fans, let's welcome to the court the non-starters. Number 1, Riley Plumhoff. Number 7, Makana Elenecki. Number 8, Emma Patterson. Number 10, Sydney Johnson. Number 12, Lisa Johnnet. Number 18, Leilani Elder. And number 20, Jaina Karaman. Now for the starting lineup from the Seawolves. Welcome to the court number 3, Nicole Blue. Number 4, Mahala Ka'apuni. Number 9, Akor Maywin. Number 13, Ellen Floyd. Number 14, Vera Pluhazava. And number 16, Eve Stevens. Fans, the Alaska Anchorage Seawolves. Viking fans, are you ready?
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Ready or not. Ready or not. Ready or not.
Now, fans, it's time to meet your Western Washington University Vikings, as announced by our head coach, Diane Flick Williams. Coach Flick Williams is assisted by James Suh, Michaela Hall, Chris Leverins, and Brad Saindon. Fans, let's meet our non-starters. Number 3, Anna Marisic. Number 4, Anna Vanderyacht. Number 5, Kylie Honrud. Number 7, Asia Stewart. Number 8, Tupu Lologo. Number 9, Abby May. Number 10, Devin Ostrich. Number 11, Gabby Kepley. Number 15, Carly Try. Number 16, Janelle Grant. Number 19, Adele Holland. And number 21, Kate Wick. Fans, now here is your starting lineup. Welcome to the court, number 6 from Burien, Washington, a sophomore, Malia Aliaga. Number 12 from Duval, Washington, a redshirt freshman, Chloe Ritzesender. Number 13 from Olympia, Washington, a junior, Olivia Fairchild. Number 17 from Duval, Washington, a junior, Tess Biscup. Number 18 from Auburn, Washington, a sophomore, Callie Heilborn. Number 22 from Lake Stevens, Washington, a junior, Gabby Gunterman. And number 1 from University Place, Washington, a sophomore, our libero, Casey Woodruff. Fans, these are your Western Washington Vikings!
Good evening and welcome in here to WECU Court. We're in Bellingham, Washington on the campus of Western Washington University for a GNAC showdown between the number 1 team, the Western Washington Vikings, and the third place, Alaska Anchorage Seawolves. The Simon Fraser is a half game ahead of Alaska Anchorage. They're 11-4 in GNAC play. The Seawolves come in at 10-4. Western leads them all at 13-1, 17-4 overall. Thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast. My name is Ben Bagley, bringing you Viking volleyball all season long. Just 2 more home games before the potential of hosting that NCAA West Regional Tournament. That would, of course, mean the Vikings would have to jump from number 2 to number 1 in the West Regional rankings. We will have more on that as the game goes on. Vikings come into this game on a 12-game winning streak, 7 sweeps in that span. They've also swept 7 of their last 8 games. Alaska Anchorage was dominating the GNAC early in this season. They've actually lost 4 of their last 6 and 3 of their last 4 games. One of those was back on October 30th when the Vikings went up to Alaska and actually swept the Seawolves. So the Seawolves in yellow and green, the Vikings in blue. Alaska Anchorage going to be looking for some revenge here on WECU Court. First serve is set to go, and we are underway. Serve is in. Here's a set from Aliaga. Over to Olivia Fairchild. Blocked at the net, played out. Aliaga the set. Back line, it's Gunterman. Played over. Nice pancake, but no, that will get down. The first kill of the game belongs to Gabby Gunterman, last week's Offensive Player of the Week in the GNAC. See a nice block there. But the pancake was oh so close. It's Callie Heilborn back to serve. Heilborn goes straight into the net, so the Vikings give that point right back. 1-1. Back to serve now is Mahala Kaapuni. Kaapuni gets the serve over. It's short. Woodruff digs it out. 50-50 at the net. That's Stevens. Right back to Woodruff. Nobody gets it. It's Aliaga gets it. Heilborn gets it over. And the Vikings' first 2 kills have both been little dribblers that the Seawolves were right there for. That time it was the libero, Leawanai. See, Heilborn put some nice topspin on it, and Leawanai came diving in. Just couldn't get there in time. So libero Casey Woodruff will be back to serve. 2-1 Vikings. Leawanai to Floyd. Over to Stevens to the back line. Heilborn digs it. Here's Aliaga over to Gunterman. Gets past the blockers, and the Seawolves are in action. Over to the corner. Dug out by Heilborn. Aliaga. Ritzesender. Excuse me, that was Biskup. Nice return by the Seawolves. Tip to the net, still in play. Heilborn digs it. Aliaga quick to Ritzesender. That one gets down. Kill for Chloe Ritzesender. Chloe Ritzesender has quietly been having a great season. She's actually 4th in the GNAC in hitting percentage, hitting .325 on the year. See here on the replay right there in the middle. We'll have more on Ritzesender as this match goes on. There's a serve by Woodruff, set at the net by Floyd. Wide to Stevens, and she crunches it home. Excuse me, that was Lisa John-A picking up that kill. John-A is 2nd on the team with 226 kills on the year, 2.51%. The Seawolves are led by Eve Stevens, wearing number 16, with 3.84 kills per set. This is played up. Here's Gunterman, blocked at the net. Heilborn gets a fist on it. Aliaga over to Tess Biskup, plays it lightly. Still in play. Here's Floyd the set. Nice attempt there by John-A. Here's Biskup playing at a weird angle, but she plays it well. Back to John-A. Blocked at the net. Woodruff digs it. Great dig. Here's Heilborn from the middle. Floyd to the net quickly. That one's put away by Plahazova. Nice job there by the middle blocker, Vera Plahazova. Good quick set from Floyd. Plahazova was right there, getting it past Gunterman at the net. 3-3. And Leawanai is going to be back to serve. Leawanai, the libero. Short serve. Far too short, right into the net. Vikings are going to get this one back. That's now 1 service error for each team. Leawanai has one, and Heilborn has one for the Vikings. Entering the game for the first time now is Tupu Lologo, used as a serving specialist primarily for these Vikings. That serve goes well long. 2nd service error of the match now for the Vikings. 2nd service error of the set as well. Back to serve. The offensive superstar, Eva Stevens. Good serve, dug by Heilborn. Aliaga quickly, Ritzesender to the back line. That's off one defender and gonna go out of play. Ritzesender now with 2 quick kills. Ritzesender on Thursday's sweep over Western Oregon, she didn't have any kills in the first set. And in the second set, she had 7 kills on 11 attacks. Somebody who can certainly heat up quickly. You call that a microwave. Chloe Ritzesender gets going. She might just keep on rolling. She has 2 kills early. There is a big kill cutting me off. That's John-A. John-A going right into the teeth of the blockers, getting the point back for the Seawolves. Aliaga and Ritzesender were there. Leah Aliaga, the setter, actually did have 2 blocks in Thursday's sweep. Couldn't quite get her hands around it there. Back to serve now will be Nicole Blue. Short serve. Gunterman digs it. Aliaga, the big pass to Callie Heilborn. Great dig. Seawolves get it over. Vikings get it back. Another great dig by the Seawolves. Set at the net. Big hit over. Dug out, but over and out of bounds by Gabby Gunterman. Nice big kill there by Kaapuni. Makana Kaapuni. Nice big kill from the side. And she will serve. Here's Aliaga, back to Heilborn, takes something off of it, perfectly places that in the middle of the defense. Seawolves had 2 defenders going up for it. That was Ellen Floyd and Varen Pahazova. And Heilborn just took something off of it and just placed it right home. 6-6, Ritzesender back to serve. Here's Stevens right into the net. Vikings were there to attempt to block it. Vikings right now 2nd in the GNAC and 5th nationally in blocks per set, 2.64. They only trail Seattle Pacific with 2.65 blocks per set. There's a big attempt by Kaapuni. Here's another one by Heilborn. Great dig. There's Floyd. Here's Stevens. Dug out by Lologo. Aliaga the bump set. Here's Heilborn. Nice dig by Blue. Floyd again. Over to Kaapuni, and she gets it down. Nice kill down the line by Mahala Kaapuni. Middle blocker, outside hitter. out of Hilo, Hawaii. Great job beating the smaller defender, Malia Aliaga. Back to serve is going to be Vera Plahazova. Good serve, mishandled by Gunterman, but a pinball play gets it back over. Here's Floyd at the net. Quickly, nice, big kill. Off of a great pass by Ellen Floyd. That kill by Akor Maywin. This first set blistering right along now. Seawolves leading 8-7. Plahazova the serve. Woodruff digs it at the net. 50-50. Aliaga dumps it, and the Seawolves recover. Back to Aliaga. Here's Fairchild, tipped at the net, still in play. Blue to Floyd, over to dugout by Gabby Gunterman. Nice big attempt there by Kaapuni, and here's Gunterman, back line, out of bounds. See the initial big attack there by Kaapuni. Great dig by Gunterman. And when she went back to try and answer it, she just went long. Seawolves serve again. That one goes straight out of bounds. Point for the Vikings. Both teams now with 2 service errors here in this first set. The Seawolves actually lead the GNAC in service aces with 186, approximately 2 service aces per set. There's a serve by Aliaga, mishandled, but played over by the Seawolves. Dug out by Woodruff. Aliaga quickly to Fairchild. Stevens digs it. Floyd blocked at the net by Fairchild. Gabby Gunterman with the big one dug out. Blocked at the net. Seawolves gonna try again. That one dug out, diving attempt by Woodruff. And the play's going faster than I can even talk. That's a point for the Vikings. Back and forth at the net. Looks like that one, first one was blocked. Woodruff with the great diving stop. Fairchild put it away. At the net, that was Biskup. Biskup's going to be rewarded for being aggressive at the net. Nice big shot there off of Akor Maywin. And the rebound goes straight out of bounds. You can see Biskup there. That was not off Maywin, excuse me. That was off Leawanai, the libero. Aliaga serves, mishandled. Great recovery. Floyd gets it over. Nice little setter dump. Here's the set by Fairchild to Heilborn. She tips it, but that's going to be blocked at the net. Floyd and Maywin teaming up for that one. Stuffing Heilborn. And Ellen Floyd's going to be back to serve. Ellen Floyd, primarily a setter, 915 assists on the year, but also averages 0.8 kills per set. Miscommunication by the Vikings, but played over. Here's Floyd, wide to Stevens. Returned by the Vikings. Here's Aliaga, wide set to Heilborn. Tipped over the net, still in play. Floyd the bump set. Here's Stevens. Tipped at the net, and that'll get down. So some good aggression here by the Seawolves. Back-to-back points. Really nice bump set there. And Stevens put it away. Stevens, as I mentioned, 3.84 kills per set. There's Aliaga to Heilborn. Off the net. 50-50 back to the net. Fairchild tips it. Still in play. Here's Floyd, the wide set. Stevens. Aliaga digs it. Set by Fairchild. Heilborn puts it down. Will that go out of bounds? It will. A kill by Callie Heilborn, being rewarded for her aggression. I mentioned earlier, but last week, Vikings went up to Alaska and swept Anchorage, beat Fairbanks in a 5-2 match. After that week, Gunterman was named the GNAC Offensive Player of the Week, and Heilborn, who's serving, was named the Defensive Player of the Week. Here's Floyd. That's blocked at the net. Floyd the set again. Over to Stevens, and she puts it away. Eva Stevens now has the last 2 points for the Seawolves. That was a great cross-court kill. Casey Woodruff was right there. She has great reaction time. That one was just too fast. Here's Kaapuni to serve. That one is wide. Long, I should say, and that ties this match up. 12-12 now as we approach the midway point of set number 1. Casey Woodruff going to be back to serve. Both teams right now with 8 kills. Seawolves hitting at 250, Vikings hitting at 214. Callie Heilborn leads all players with 3 kills. Here's Casey Woodruff to serve. And that's going to be an ace for Casey Woodruff. As I mentioned coming into this game, Alaska Anchorage leads the GNAC in service aces. Western is dead last. Alaska Anchorage with 186 coming into this game, Vikings with 107. Here's Floyd the set. That's played long. That was John A. So the Vikings now with back-to-back points. A service error by Casey Woodruff, an attack error by Lisa John A. Casey Woodruff's going to serve for the 3rd time here. Floyd over to Stevens. Great one-handed dig by Woodruff, but it goes too long. Aliaga was trying to get that second hit on it, went tumbling over into Victor Viking. Stevens going to get credited with the kill. Good hustle by Aliaga. Leao and I back to serve, the libero. Serves it long, out of bounds. So right now, not too many rallies. The serve received deciding most of the points. That's 4 service errors now and no aces for Anchorage. 1 ace, 2 service errors for Western. Tupelo Logo make that 3 service errors. So already now in the first 29 points, we've seen 7 service errors. Looking to break that streak. This is going to be Eva Stevens back to serve. She gets it over nicely. Here's Aliaga, the wide set to Gunterman. Blocked at the net, still in play. Plahazova puts that wide. That's going to be a violation point for the Vikings. That was Vera Plahazova trying to get that second touch. So she was up there for the block. Actually got the second touch, just went. Violated the laws of the antenna. That's going to be a point for the Seawolves there. I'd like to offer a quick correction. I've been saying Eva Stevens. It's Eve Stevens. My apologies, Eve. Back to serve now is going to be Nicole Blue. Blue with a deep serve. She gets it. Aliaga wide set to Heilborn. Blocked at the net, but still in play. There's Floyd. Blocked at the net. Good dig, 50-50. Back to the Vikings, still 50-50 at the net. No, that's hit over and will get down. That's Chloe Ritzesender with the kill. Mahala Kalapuni had a very big attack in that sequence. Let's see if we see it here on the replay. Number 4 right there, bam, big block at the net. Good dig, 50-50, and you're gonna see Ritzesender right there, just sneaking it past the defenders. Adele Holland now in the game, the true freshman. She's set to serve. Out of play, but does not get over. I was about to say out of play, but returned. But Kaapuni hit that one right into the net. We're going to get our first timeout on the floor by the University of Alaska Anchorage. We're going to take a quick break and be right back here after these messages.
Quality food brings people together, so we continue to provide the best and freshest food available. Every day, we reach out, finding the best producers right here in our backyard. At Hagen, we partner with passionate local producers, farmers, and fishers to find you the best sustainable, fresh, and organic food. Hagen, Northwest Fresh since 1933.
Welcome back here to Bellingham, Washington, campus of Western Washington University. My name is Ben Bagley, bringing you tonight's GNAC volleyball action. Currently here in the first set, Vikings are leading 18-15, and Adele Holland is serving. There's a setter dump by Ellen Floyd. Very well done. Makes this a 1-point set. Ellen Floyd, I mentioned, she comes into this match. She had 81 kills on the season, make it 82. Great dump. You can see Olivia Fairchild totally caught off guard. And we're going to have a substitution for the Seawolves. Entering the game will be Sydney Johnson, replacing Vera Puhazova. Serve goes over, mishandled, but played. Here's Heilborn. Just a little touch, and she gets the rainbow shot down. No, it was dug out. Still in play. Broken play. Here's Gunterman. Nice dig. Here's Floyd. Tapped over at the net. Set by Aliaga. Quick to Fairchild. Blocked, and she recovers. Still at the net. Blocked by Heilborn. Floyd, wide set. Apuni was blocked. Floyd, is that over? No, into the net. A series of broken plays there by each team. They just happened to get it over. Let's see the last sequence here. That was Kaapuni. Great dig by Blue. Floyd, no, right into the net. Heilborn was there anyways. These two teams are battling right now. 19-16 here in set number 1. Malia Aliaga serving. Turned by Blue. Just barely tapped over. Aliaga to Heilborn. Splits the defense. That one's bouncing away. Will it get away? It will. So Callie Heilborn now is up to 4 kills. Heilborn just splitting everybody, splitting the defenders and then splitting the second wave of defenders as well. She has 4 kills on 13 attacks. Aliaga the serve. Here's Floyd. May win. One-handed dig by Gunterman. Aliaga the deep set. Here's Heilborn. She gets it to the back line. Floyd. Kaapuni blocked at the net. Big one there. That was Biskup and Olivia Fairchild teaming up. Vikings number 5 in the nation in blocks per set. They get a big one there with the 5-point lead. We're going to have a timeout on the floor. We're going to keep things right here. Wouldn't want you to miss any of this action if the teams come out of timeout early. So both of these two teams with serious playoff aspirations. Vikings right now are 17-4 overall, 13-1 in GNAC play. They just moved up to number 16 in the national rankings. Since September 27th, they've been ranked at least number 20. They moved up to 18, and now they've moved up to number 16. Alaska Anchorage was receiving votes earlier in the season, but they've fallen to 17-9, 10-4 in GNAC play. As I mentioned, the Seawolves have lost 4 of their last 6. However, both of these two teams are ranked in the West regional rankings. Right now, Cal State San Bernardino was ranked number 1 in the West and number 3 nationally. Western Washington ranked number 2. Simon Fraser ranked number 3. Simon Fraser actually just recently defeated the Seawolves as well back on October 28th. Cal State LA is 4th. Alaska Anchorage finds themselves at 5th. Chaminade is 6th. Central Washington, who also just defeated the Seawolves on Thursday, November 6th. They swept them. Central's ranked number 7 in the West. Cal Poly Pomona is ranked number 8. Rounding it out is Azusa Pacific and Biola. So 21-16 here in set number 1. Malia Aliaga is going to serve. She gets it over, and we're underway. Right down the middle, that's Stevens, dug out by Woodruff. Aliaga, deep one by Heilborn. What a dart by Callie Heilborn. Man. Perfectly placed kill there. Nicole Blue was there. Look at that reaction. Callie might be the most theatrical player in the entire country, I should say. So much fun to watch. Here's Maywin answering back with a big kill of her own. Akor Maywin averages just about 1.2 kills per set, picking up her first one of the game here in big fashion. Gives a serve back to the Seawolves, and the Seawolves give it back to the Vikings. The 5th service error of the set by Alaska Anchorage. Western now is their biggest lead of the set. It's 6, 23-17. Callie Highborn back to serve. She serves it over. Here's Floyd. Over to Stevens, got it over. Here's Aliaga. Biskup blocked at the net. Fairchild pinball. Heilborn sets it over. Here's Blue. Over to Kapuni. Dug out by Woodruff. Aliaga quick to Fairchild. Punches it over. Still in play. Stevens. Nice big kill. Eve Stevens. Stevens leading the team right now with 4 kills. Getting one in a big spot there to give the serve back to the Seawolves. Back to serve is going to be Riley Plumhoff. Plumhoff with 16 aces, 18 service errors on the year. Short serve, back to the net, Maywin. That's just too easy for a core Maywin. The return by Casey Woodruff just went too far, and it was a present for Maywin. You saw Aliaga there, no chance of blocking that one. 23-19 now. Served by Plumhoff. Aliaga back to Gunterman. Tipped at the net. Woodruff dug it out. Aliaga to Heilborn. Is that in or out? Out of bounds. Oh, tipped, excuse me. So tipped and a point to the Vikings. See if we can see it here on the replay. Heilborn. Ooh, they're going to say that Ellen Floyd tipped that one. We're not going to see a challenge, and it's set point. Floyd. Maywin, wow! Getting it back to Anchorage in a big way. The core Maywin coming alive here at the end of set number 1. She has 4 kills in a blink of an eye, and man, look at the power on that one. This is Leao and I back to serve the libero. Still set point for the Vikings. Mishandled by Gunterman. And we are going to have a timeout on the floor. We're going to keep things right here one more time. The Vikings just 1 point away. Coach Diane Flick-Williams, whenever the Vikings are 1 or 2 points away from taking the set, and the other team gets a late surge, you can almost count on it, always calls these timeouts. It usually takes about 20 seconds, kind of looking at our team saying, come on, let's finish this, and going back into it. Anchorage right now has been playing well, clawing their way back into this one, 24-21. We got a battle of 2 pretty darn good coaches here at WECU Court tonight as well. Of course, Diane Flick-Williams, everything that she has accomplished with the Vikings. And Chris Green, in his 14 seasons with the Alaska Anchorage Seawolves, is a 5-time GNAC Coach of the Year. He's also the AVCA National Coach of the Year back in 2016. He's led his team to 9 national tournaments. In his 14 years, they are 267 and 101. Of course, let me bring up some stats here for head coach Diane Flick-Williams as well. Her 21st year coaching Western. Coming into this season, she owned a 451 and 110 record. She's now up to 468 and 114. That's good for an 804 career winning percentage. Let's finish this set. 24-21. There's a serve by Anchorage. There's Aliaga to Biskup to the back line. That's in. And that will do it for set number 1. Vikings have not lost a set in their last 3 matches. They continue their winning ways. 25-21. Vikings take set number 1. We'll be right back here shortly for set number 2.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours. In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Dear college sports,
there's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal, and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
we've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us.
And for college sports.
Quality food brings people together, so we continue to provide the best and freshest food available. Every day, we reach out, finding the best producers right here in our backyard. At Hagen, we partner with passionate local producers, farmers, and fishers to find you the best sustainable, fresh, and organic food. Hagen, Northwest Fresh since 1933.
Welcome back here to Bellingham. Vikings took set number 1, 25-21. You're watching Vikings TV. My name is Ben Bagley. We're about to get underway here in set number 2. Looking back at that first set, Vikings hit 286. Seawolves hit 208. Seawolves with 15 kills and 5 attack errors. Vikings had 14 kills and 2 attack errors. Alaska Anchorage was hurt by those service errors. They had 1 ace, but 5 service errors. Vikings had 1 ace and 3 service errors. Callie Heilborn right now leading all players with 6 kills. She's hitting .312. Western also with 2 blocks in the first set. Alaska Anchorage with just 1. The last time these two teams met up, there we go. That was back on October 30th up in Anchorage. Western outblocked the Seawolves 8-2, and they outkilled them 49-40. Currently in this one, as I mentioned, Western 2 blocks, Seawolves have 1. Seawolves 15 kills, Western with 14. I mentioned Western, winners of 12 straight. They have swept 7 of their last 8 games. With that previous set win, they have now won 10 sets in a row over their last 4 games. We are just getting the right players on the court here before we start set number 2. It's going to be served to the Vikings. Malia Aliaga will serve. And all the right players are in. Cheerleaders are cheering. Band is banding. Fans are fanning. All we need is the volleyball to volleyballing. Here we go, set number 2. Malia Aliaga to serve. Dug out, but mishandled. And that'll be a quick first point to the Vikings. I believe that was John A. who couldn't handle it. We'll see it here on the replay. Yes, that is John A. That first touch just threw the rest of the point off. Aliaga to serve again. John A. Here's Floyd. Maywin. And that's going to be a big kill. Man, Maywin is really coming alive. Akor Maywin. Middle block from Odessa, Texas. I'm looking over the rosters here. Seawolves with no seniors on their roster. Vikings with no seniors either. Here's Aliaga setting. Tess Biscup places it back into the net, though. It's a good recovery attempt by Ellen Floyd. But that'll be a kill for Olivia Fairchild. Fairchild is second in the GNAC in hitting percent. Excuse me, that's Tess Biscup. I was watching Fairchild react, and she reacted so happily, I figured she must have gotten the point. There's going to be a serve that goes long for Callie Heilborn. First service error of the set, 4th in the match for the Vikings. And service errors have really plagued both teams. We've seen a combined 9 service errors, and we're barely in the second set. Here's Eve Stevens to serve. Dug out by Gunterman. Quick attack, Olivia Fairchild. There she is that time, right up the middle. And now I can say she's second in the GNAC in hitting percentage. And man, those quick attacks have just been so deadly all year long. Fairchild averaging 2.4 kills per set. That's her second here in the match. Casey Woodruff serving. There's a big kill that time by Plahazova. Plahazova picking up just her second kill. That was a nice angle on that one. Alaska Anchorage has certainly looked good on offense. Just a few too many attack and service errors. This would be Nicole Blue back to serve. Short serve gets it over. Aliaga. Here's the set to Gunterman. Tipped and that's still in play. Good dive by the libero. Just played over. Aliaga the quick set. Ritzesender the set to Biskup. Return. Good job by Blue. There's Floyd. Over to Stevens. Dug out by Woodruff. Aliaga. Quick attack. Ritzesender blocked at the net. Very well done that time by Plahazova. So they were going for the quick attack. Plahazova right there with the solo block. First block of the set, second of the match for the Seawolves. Aliaga over to Biskup. Blocked at the net again. Plahazova going back to back. So Vera Plahazova making her presence known. Where number 14, the middle blocker, leads this team. Came into this one with 97 blocks on the year. That's 1.05 per set. Nicole Blue there. It's going to be the 6th service error of the match now for the Seawolves. And Tupu Lologo will check in for the Vikings. Served by Lologo. That's Blue. To Floyd. Here's Stevens. Blocked at the net. Chloe Ritzesender. So right now, Ritzesender and Plahazova just going back and forth with some powerful plays at the net. Ritzesender was all alone that time. Got it done. Ritzesender is actually 6th in the GNAC in total blocks with 93. There's a big kill that time by Kaapuni. It was tipped at the net, but she did a nice job going down the line to get the kill. Make it a 1-point Anchorage lead. Back to serve now is going to be Sydney Johnson. Dug out by Woodruff to the net, Aliaga. Here's Ritzesender, blocked. Heilborn to Aliaga, wide to Gunterman. Tipped up by Stevens. Nice attack there by Kaapuni, but played back. Here's Heilborn. Dug out by Stevens. Floyd may win. 1-2 and can't get the third. Akor Maywin now leads Anchorage with 6 kills. She really wasn't much of a factor through the first 20-30 points of that first set, but since then, she has been almost the entire Seawolves offense. Looking really strong and powerful. There's a wide set to Gunterman. Very nice attack. There's a ball played to the back line, but over. Aliaga. Heilborn down the middle. Nice dig. Can they return it? There's 2. Third touch goes over. Woodruff to Aliaga. Over to Ritzesender to the back line. Played. Here's Floyd. Set. Dug out by Woodruff. Was that a double? No. To the net for the Seawolves. Here's Maywin. Another big kill by Akor Maywin. Maywin as hot as they come right now. Great set by Floyd right to the antenna and splitting the blockers. There's a deep serve. Mishandled by Heilborn, but still played. Here's the logo. Gets it over. Floyd. Over to Kaapuni. Nice dig by Heilborn. Aliaga back to Heilborn. Nice dig by Stevens. Floyd to Maywin. Dug out that time. Back to Heilborn. Dug out by Blue. Floyd, Maywin again. Blocked at the net that time. Aliaga, another bump up. Here's Heilborn, dug out. Floyd, Kaapuni, blocked at the net, but down for a kill. Anchorage now with 4 points in a row. The last 3 have all been kills. The last 4 have all been kills. 2 by Kaapuni and 2 by Maywin. 9-4 Anchorage. Aliaga with the dump, but it's returned. Kaapuni, that's wide. Was it tipped? No, it was not. Point for the Vikings. (6-9) Vikings. A nice attempt there by Kaapuni. Just goes wide. Back to serve now. Reigning Offensive Player of the Week, Gabby Gunterman. That's going to be down for an ace. It was Stevens and Blue in position to return it, and that ball just died. Neither one could get there. Service ace for the Vikings. Gunterman back to serve again. 9-7 now. Blue to Floyd. Up the middle, Stevens just pokes it. Here's Aliaga to Ritzesender. Returned by Blue, nice dig. To the net, Aliaga, Ritzesender again. Nice dig that time by Leawanai. There's Kaapuni, and she gets it down again. So right now, Mahala Kaapuni and Akor Maywin are doing it all offensively for the Seawolves. Setter Ellen Floyd is just in sync with both of them. Don't quote me on this. They have all the points for the Seawolves in this second set. I haven't checked that. Here's Heilborn, blocked at the net. Eve Stevens. We are going to get a timeout by Coach Diane Flick Williams. Anchorage up 11-7 here in the second set. We're going to take a quick break and be right back here from WECU Court.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Welcome back to WECU Court here on the campus of Western Washington University. Vikings won set number 1, 25-21. The Alaska Anchorage Seawolves have come out firing here in this second set. They lead 11-7. I should correct a stat that I told you right before we went to break. I said that nearly all of the points in this second set for Anchorage has been scored by Kaapuni and Maywin. It's actually been 6 of their 11 points have been kills by one of those two. Here's a broken play. And going to be a point for the Seawolves. Aliaga had to dig that one out from nearly under the net, and Casey Woodruff just couldn't get it back over. Ellen Floyd now is going to be back to serve. 5-point lead for the Seawolves, their biggest of the set. Short serve, and that's going to be a service ace. Barely got over the net. Looked like Kylie Heilborn was almost anticipating that it was going to bounce. Didn't get her shoulders squared away, and that one will bounce all the way to those back doors. Floyd to serve again. Dug out by Woodruff. Nice dig. Aliaga, Ritzesender. Tip to the net, still in play. This is Stevens. Tipped, returned. Here's Heilborn. Tipped and down. A good job by Tupu Lologo for the Vikings just to keep that ball in play. Aliaga with the bump set, and Heilborn redirected at the net by Maywin and avoided the defender for a point. Here's Floyd. Over to Stevens. Out of bounds. So Teams trading points right now, 13-9. Ritzender to serve. Miscommunication on the side of the Seawolves. Nobody went for it. And the Vikings will get 2 points. So it was 3 points in a row for the Seawolves. You can see here, Maywin or Stevens, nobody knew who was going for it. So after 3 straight points for the Seawolves, it's now back-to-back points for the Vikings. Ritzender serving again. Here's Floyd. Stevens up the pipe. Dug out by Lalogo, but into the net. Anchorage offense is coming alive. They have 9 kills in the second set. Vikings have just 2. Just in this third set, the Seawolves are hitting 300. Vikings have a negative hitting percentage. Serve dug out by Gunterman. Quick to Fairchild. Pumped up. A big block at the net is going to do it for the Vikings. 14-11. See here for the Seawolves. Almost a carry by Eve Stevens. I'm sure the Western intramural refs would have called that one a carry. These refs did not. Here's Malia Aliaga to serve. Broken play, but this is going to be Johnny. Blocked at the net. Fairchild to set. Gunterman. Nice dig. Here's Stevens. Just tipped over. Big set by Aliaga. Down the line, Olivia Fairchild. Aliaga covering a whole lot of distance on that set. And Olivia Fairchild was just right there. Man, this was almost as cross-court as you could possibly get. I guess she was more towards the middle, but a great find. Olivia Fairchild just finding that corner. Aliaga serving. Dug out by Liawanai. Big, I was going to say kill, and it was. Getting a little bit ahead of myself there. That one was Lisa Johnny. It looked like it was blocked to me on that last one, but Olivia Fairchild couldn't handle it. It's the 10th kill. Here's Aliaga to set. Right up the middle, moonshot, but it's returned. Here's Johnny. Dug out. Aliaga, Fairchild. Nice dig by the Seawolves. Blocked at the net, still in play. Aliaga, back to Heilborn, tips it over. That'll get down. No, it will not. Great pancake by the Seawolves. Back to the Vikings, quick to Fairchild. That one will get down. So the Vikings battling right back here. This one right there, great pancake. That was Ellen Floyd. But Fairchild right back up the middle to give the Vikings the point in the serve. Here's Heilborn to serve. Johnny to Floyd, over to Stevens, too far. All of a sudden, it's a 1-point set. And we're going to get a correction here. The point was given to the Seawolves, but we're going to get a challenge from Coach Diane Flick-Williams. They say it was tipped at the net. The ball clearly went long. And we'll get some replays shortly, figure out what's going on here. Coming into this match, Anchorage had the best defense in the GNAC, only allowing a hitting percentage of 154, and Western had the best offense in the GNAC, hitting 240. In that first set, that's how it went. Viking offense really carried the way, and they out-hit the Seawolves. That Seawolves defense really coming alive here in the second set. Vikings just 5 kills on 30 attacks, hitting .067. Anchorage, 10 kills on 26 attacks, hitting .231. And we're just about ready to wipe that video replay. Right now, both teams, team leader is 7 kills. Callie Heilborn has 7 kills for the Vikings. Akora Maywin has 7 for the Seawolves. now. We're checking on the challenge here to see if the ball was tipped at the net. Officials say that it was. Did not look like it was tipped from my angle. Looked like it was at least an inch above the hands of Gabby Gunterman. Definitely some daylight between the ball and her fingers. The call on the court was initially ruled that it was just straight long, and then the referees decided it was tipped. Coach Flick Williams challenged it, and now let's see the official call. It is going to remain a point for the Seawolves. Interesting call there, unless they were looking at something that I did not see. It clearly looked as though that ball was not tipped by Gunterman, and it clearly went out of bounds, if you remember the point. Official word is that Gunterman hit the net, so my apologies. That's what the challenge was for, and that's why the point went to the Seawolves. There's a ball dug out of the stands and returned. We're back to action. Aliaga, Fairchild. Returned by the Seawolves. Here's Johnny, tipped over. Aliaga, Gunterman, blocked at the net. That was Blahazova and Floyd teaming up to get it done. 4 blocks in the set now for the Seawolves. And a strong one there. Eve Stevens to serve now. That one will go out of bounds. It'll actually hit the line judge. Referees for today's game, let's give them a little shout out. Head referees Paul Jensen and Alan Chin. The line judges are Angela Oakes and Evan Ritchie. There's a serve by Casey Woodruff. To the net, redirected and put away by Gabby Gunterman. That return by the Seawolves went straight to the net. Gabby Gunterman found it, redirected it, and put it away. 17-15 now. Seawolves still hanging on to their lead. Casey Woodruff back to serve. Dug out, here's Floyd. Over to Stevens, she puts it over. Aliaga quickly to Ritzesender, right down the middle, and that's a point. Vikings cutting it to 1 now. Western's made a couple runs in this set, but they haven't been able to tie it. Here's a chance for them. It's a great kill there by Chloe Ritzesender, putting it right in the lap of the libero Leawanai. The serve again by Woodruff. Awkward but return. Floyd wide set to Stevens, out of bounds. The Vikings have come back from down 5 in the set, and they've tied it up. It's 17-17. We're going to get a timeout on the floor. We're going to take a quick break. Be right back here in a minute.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Dear college sports,
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal, and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
we've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us
And
for college sports.
Welcome back to Bellingham. In this second set, the Vikings have come back and tied it at 17. Some nice montage of Chloe Ritzesender. Having a good game. 4 kills, hitting .273. Also with a solo block and an ace. Coming out of the timeout, that's going to be a service error by Casey Woodruff. Gives the lead right back to the Seawolves. That one was close, but it was definitely long. Angela Oakes, the line judge, was right on top of it. Here is Nicole Blue to serve. Short one, but dug out by Woodruff. Aliaga quick to Ritzesender, tipped but in play. Floyd, over to Kapuni, blocked but out of bounds. That'll be a kill by Mahala Kapuni. Going right into the twins, Biskup and Ritzesender. They hit it out of bounds. So back-to-back points out of the timeout now for the Seawolves. Here's a set to Gunterman. Ooh, Gabby Gunterman. Man, that girl has a cannon for an arm, putting it right down the line. Take a look at this one. Aliaga over to Gunterman. Man, get out of the way, finding that corner perfectly. 19-18, Tupelo Logo in the game to serve. Sit over, dug out, Floyd wide, Kapuni. They're gonna call a double touch on Ellen Floyd. So suddenly back-to-back points for the Vikings, and they've tied it back up. We saw the rotation of the ball after that set. It's kind of a dead giveaway if it was a double touch. The Logo to serve, dug out by Blue. Floyd, Kapuni, blocked. 50-50, push to the back line. That'll be in. A creative play at the net there by Chloe Ritzesender. We are going to see a challenge, it looks like. Head coach Chris Green issuing that challenge. See if Ritzesender, if she put it wide or not. Mighty close on that one. We're going to see our second video replay of the match. As it stands right now, the Vikings took a 20-19 lead. Obviously, a big challenge here would flip the score. It would be 2019 Anchorage instead of Western. As my normal co-broadcaster Sean Church likes to say, you can't bring the challenges home, so you might as well use them. See the attack there by Kapuni. Played to the net, and then Ritzesender, it was a very interesting attack to set it to the corner instead of pounding it home. There was nobody over there. It was a good choice. We'll see if she pushed it a little too wide. To me, that looks like it's hitting blue. I don't see that hitting white at all. That's the best angle of it right there. If you were to ask me, I'd say that would be overturned point for the Seawolves. The referee had a quick look at it. Let's see the final call. Point for the Seawolves. Good challenge there by Chris Green. You mentioned he's in his 14th season as a head coach. Knowing when and how to challenge. Obviously in volleyball you can kind of see pretty clearly if it happened right in front of you. But coaches learning how to challenge, it's really a nuanced skill. Chris Green got it right that time and gave his team the lead. It's 20-19. Aliaga at the net, Ritzesender, and that's gonna tie this one right back up. Ritzesender now is up to 5 kills. Aliaga's up to 19 assists. That was hit right at Sydney Johnson, or ricocheted towards Sydney Johnson. She couldn't handle it. Here's Gabby Gunterman to serve, and 20-20, set number 2. All of a sudden, it's a blitz to 5 points. Dug out by Blue. Here's Floyd over to Kapuni, put away. Alaska Anchorage with a big point there. Mahala Kapuni is up to 7 kills. She and Maywin share the team lead. Back to serve now is Ellen Floyd. Woodruff digs it. Aliaga to Heilborn. That's 1-2. Or excuse me, that is the third. Tupelo Logo now to Aliaga. Back to Ritzesender, blocked at the net. Maywin and Kapuni teaming up there. They have done it all in this second set for the Seawolves. We're going to have a timeout on the floor by Coach Diane Flick-Williams. We'll keep things right here. Let's take a look at the last time these two teams played. It was a 3-0 sweep by the Vikings. It was fairly close, though. Vikings won 25-22, 25-23, and 25-19. Some stats here of this second set. Seawolves hitting .219 in the set. Vikings hitting just .073. Anchorage also with 5 blocks. They've been very, very active on the net. and it has paid off for him. There's also been a set of runs. We've seen Alaska Anchorage score 3, and then Western score 2, and then Anchorage score 2, and then Western score 3. Here we are, it was 20-20, and then back-to-back points by the Seawolves. A predictable timeout called by Coach Flick Williams. Vikings were back on the court fairly quickly. Seawolves taking their time. Coach Chris Green and Diane Flick Williams setting it up. A pivotal set number 2. Vikings going up 2-0 is much different than the Seawolves tying it up 1-1. And Ellen Floyd will look to make it the ladder. There's a set by Aliaga. Heilborn, what an angle by Callie Heilborn. Man, everybody expected her to go down the line, and she goes cross court. Take a look at this angle, fooling all the defenders. Nicole Blue was very close to getting that one. But as it so often happens after a late timeout, Vikings get that point right back. Here's the true freshman Adele Holland to serve. Dug out, wide bump set, played over by Kapuni. Olivia Fairchild, nice dig. I believe that was Stevens, but it's dug out. Aliaga to Fairchild, short one. Back-to-back points for the Vikings, tied right back up. Olivia Fairchild with that kill, her 5th. That's been such a successful shot for the Vikings today. Just that short, easy little rainbow shot. Holland to serve, gets it over. Blue, Floyd. Stevens right down the middle, dug out by Holland. Good job by the setter. Somebody touched the net. Who was it? I haven't seen an official rule on the court. Okay, it was the Vikings. There we go. Take a look on the replay here. You can see Olivia Fairchild on the follow-through. Her hand just, you can see her covering her mouth like, oops, my bad. 23-22 here. Anchorage taking a crucial lead here late. The serve. Dug out by Gunterman, but dug out to no one, and it's set point for the Seawolves. Gunterman almost got her ankles broken on that serve, was falling over sideways, couldn't get around to it. Here's set point, Lalogo. Aliaga over to Fairchild, just tips it. Man, looked like a mistake, but it worked out. Looked like Aliaga and Fairchild weren't quite on the same page timing-wise. A little late on that one, but Fairchild letting the defenders fall away and just tipping it right over. Crucial point, 24-23 now. Aliaga. Here's Floyd, over to Maywin. Dug out by Aliaga. Fairchild over to Biscup. She sets it over. Stevens, Floyd, the dump. Touched by Fairchild, good touch there. Back to the Seawolves. Floyd to Stevens. Is that tipped? It was tipped, so point, set point to Alaska Anchorage. They tie it up 1-1. When we come back, we'll bring you set number 3. Take a look right here. It was touched by the shoulder of Malia Aliaga, giving them the final point. We have a quick discussion here, actually, at the scores table, but no. We're going to come right back here with set number 3 shortly. Go get some pizza, some popcorn, maybe a drink or two. We got a good game in store. We'll be right back after these messages.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours. In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Dear college sports,
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal, and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
we've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us
And for college sports.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Welcome back here to Bellingham, Washington, campus of Western Washington University. We're on WECU Court inside of Carver Gym. My name is Ben Bagley, bringing you set number 3. Vikings took set number 1, 25-21. Alaska Anchorage Seawolves battled back nicely in set number 2, taking it 25-23. Seawolves were propelled by 5 blocks in that second set. Vikings had just 2. Seawolves with 13 kills in the set. Mahala Kaapuni had 5 of them. Vikings had 12 kills in the set, and Olivia Fairchild had 5 of those. Overall in the match, Seawolves hitting 209, Vikings hitting 191. Remember, the Vikings came into this game as the GNAC leaders in hitting percentage, hitting 240. Anchorage came in third in the GNAC, hitting 217. In nearly every offensive and defensive statistic, one or both of these teams is in the top 3. I'm excited for the GNAC tournament at the end of the season because Western Washington, Simon Fraser, Alaska Anchorage, and Central have just been lights out. And I shouldn't even forget Seattle Pacific, who's tied with Central in the standings right now. Man, these teams have just been beating up on each other because they're all just so good. If you tuned into any broadcast with me and Sean before, you'll hear us saying over and over the talent level and the competitive level in the GNAC this year has really taken a big step forward. I'm not sure if that had anything to do with extra year of eligibility due to shortened season last year, if the shortened season last year led to better play, whatever it is. We are seeing some very, very strong teams this year, some great games. And we have another one here today. All right, buckle up, buckle in for set number 3. It's going to be the Seawolves back to serve. That'll be Riley Plumhoff. Serve is up, serve is over, and we're underway. Malia Aliaga to Callie Heilborn. Dug out. Floyd. Over to Johnny, but returned. Fairchild gets it over. Here's Stevens, tipped at the net. And that tip at the net will actually hurt the Vikings as it ricocheted away from Casey Woodruff. And the Seawolves pick up the first point of set number 3. Heilborn just got a finger on it. It's Plumhoff to serve again. The logo, awkward touch, and that'll be a double touch. So first 2 points going to Anchorage. Here's a serve by Plumhoff. Up to Aliaga, over to Heilborn, blocked at the net, but still in play. Over to Johnny, great kill by Lisa Johnny. Wow, just big, strong at the net. GNAC now with 5 kills. Aliaga to set. Here's Heilborn. Tip to the net, still in play. Set. Here's Stevens. Stevens with the big kill. Alaska Anchorage. 4 straight points to open the set. Eve Stevens just right there. Anchorage took control in the second set. Bled over to the third so far. Here's Gunterman. Big return at the net. Will be point for the Vikings. The return went right to the net, and Olivia Fairchild was all over it. I should correct myself as well. I got ahead of myself. There is no GNAC volleyball tournament. The winner of the GNAC regular season gets an automatic bid to the NCAA championships. I got so excited. I knew that. I just meant to say that there's so many good teams in the GNAC. I'm excited to see who ends up winning it. Back to this one. There's a big kill by Maywin. Akor Maywin now with 8 kills. She had a great second set. Right down the middle. Played off Gunterman. It's a 5-1 Anchorage lead. Mishandled, but still in play, and they get it back over. Great play by Tess Biskup, falling into her own bench. Here's Stevens, out of bounds. Man, quite the improbable point for the Vikings. It'll be Callie Heilborn back to serve. It was misplayed by Gunterman, and Biskup went all the way into the net. And out of bounds. Back to this one. Tipped over. Still in play. Aliaga over to Olivia Fairchild. Blocked at the net. 1-2. Pinballs around. Look down on the side of Western. Point Alaska Anchorage. They've dominated this third set so far, 6-2. Anchorage right now hitting .429 in the set. 4 kills. Here's Eve Stevens. That one is long. Service errors have been a theme in this match. That's 8 now for Anchorage. Vikings have 5. There's been plenty of aces as well. Anchorage has 5 service aces. Western has 4. This is Casey Woodruff, the libero, back to serve. Speaking of service errors, there's another one. 6 service errors now for the Vikings. A 4-point lead for the Seawolves. Nicole Blue back to serve. Aliaga at the net. Over to Gunterman. Just pokes it over, but blocked at the net by Ellen Floyd. Looks like Floyd and Plahazova are going to get credit on that block. And they were just all over that one. Heilborn had to kind of punch it over, and they were right there to eat it up. Dug out by Woodruff. Miscommunication there by the Vikings. And we are going to get a timeout by Coach Flick Williams. Vikings trailing 9-3, looking a little sloppy here in this third set. We're going to take a timeout and come right back after these messages. Welcome back to Bellingham, Washington. We're in set number 3. It's 1-1. But here in this third set, Anchorage leading 9-3. They're hitting .429 in the set. 4 kills, Vikings right now hitting negative 125 with just 1 kill. It's a good serve, and that's going to be an ace by Nicole Blue. 6th service ace for the Seawolves. That was a great one. It went right down the line. With Aliaga at the net, tipped over by Ritzesender. That's just played over by Liawanai. Aliaga to Ritzesender, the little tap. Blue digs it. Just gets it over. Aliaga to Biskup to the corner. Out of bounds. Alaska Anchorage with their largest lead of the entire match. It's 8 points. That one just went off the side of the hand of Tess Biskup. Nicole Blue to serve again. Dug out by Heilborn. Aliaga to Gunterman. Nice strong, but good dig. Good dig, but not quite good enough. Liawanai made a good play, and Polhazova was there as well. See libero Liawanai. Polhazova, nice diving effort, but just right into the net. So Vikings get the serve back here. Could be a crucial point to try and turn this momentum. It's Lologo to serve. Short serve, now get down for an ace. Man, what a serve by Tupu Lologo. Short little knuckle serve and just landed on the sideline. Well done, 11-5 now, Lologo to serve again. Similar spot, that one dug out by Blue. Floyd down the middle, Stevens, great dig by Woodruff. Here's Gunterman to the corner. That'll get down for a kill. And now 3 straight points by the Vikings have made it a 5-point game. Stevens, look at that great dig by Woodruff. The logo over to Gunterman, and she finds the back line. The logo serving again. Vikings down by 5. Mishandled by Eve Stevens. That's 4 in a row for the Vikings. It's a 4-point set. Service ace by Tupu Lologo. That's her second in the last 4 points. And she has 2 in the match. 11-7 now. Lologo's going to serve again. Floyd putting it way wide. Stuffed over by Ritzesender, but back to the Seawolves. Dug out by Heilborn. Aliaga, Heilborn to the corner, but out of bounds that time. See Heilborn trying to just kiss that sideline. Almost does. A little wide. Serve goes back to the Seawolves. It's going to be Sydney Johnson to serve with a 5-point lead. And she goes right into the net. The Vikings get it back. 4-point match. 4-point set, I should say. It'll be Gabby Gunterman back to serve. She has 1 ace. No service errors for her. Knock on wood if you're at home. Good job knocking on that wood. Got over. Here's Kaapuni into the net. Point for the Vikings. Attack error there by Mahala Kaapuni. Had all the time, just hit it into the net. Ritzesender was right there. It'll be Gunterman to serve again. 12-9 now. Just a few points ago, the Seawolves had an 8-point lead. Here's Floyd over to Kaapuni, stuffed at the net. That 8-point lead is now down to 2. Great block at the net that time by Chloe Ritzesender and Malia Aliaga. It's all of a sudden 12-10. We're going to have a timeout on the floor. We're going to take another quick break. Be right back here after a quick breather, 1 minute.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Welcome back here to the third set from the campus of Western Washington University WECU Court. My name is Ben Bagley, bringing you the action. Anchorage with a 12-10 lead. They held an 8-point lead earlier in the set. The Vikings have come storming back. 4 points in a row. Here's the serve by Gunterman. Set by Floyd. To the back line. What a great kill that time by Akor Maywin. Akor Maywin now with 9 kills. Nice control of her body there to send that one to the back line, get the serve back to the Seawolves. There's a serve to the corner, dug out, but to nobody. That's going to be a service ace for the Seawolves. They now have 8 aces. I mentioned they came into this game as the team that led the GNAC in service aces. They have 8. This is Floyd to serve again. She has 3 of them. Dug out by Woodruff. Aliaga to Heilborn. Great kill by Heilborn. Look at the topspin on that one. Just went straight to the ground. Nicole Blue was there. Just too much mustard by Heilborn. Back to a 3-point game. Ritzesender to serve. That was in. Seawolves thought it was out. They're looking at their coach, maybe trying to challenge. That's going to be a service ace by Chloe Ritzesender. Let's take a look at it. Ooh, mighty close. But that one's going to stand. Ritzesender to serve again. That's 7 aces now for the Vikings. 6 errors. There's Stevens with a big attack. Aliaga to Fairchild. Just tipped over. Stevens diving, gets it back. Back to the side of the Vikings. Fairchild to set. Gunterman dug out. To the net. Floyd the dump. Dug out by Gunterman. Aliaga quick to Fairchild. Nice dig by Floyd. Broken play, but back over. Nice rally here. Fairchild to set. Here's Heilborn. Dug out by Blue. That's going to be a double touch by Ellen Floyd. Bit of a not the most exciting way to end that rally on a violation. The Vikings get the point back. It's Ritzesender again to serve. Tips it over the net. That'll count. Floyd put it up, but Callie Heilborn was there. Her hands creeping over the net to smack it right back down. And don't look now, but this set is tied. Yeah, Heilborn was right there all over it. She has 9 kills and a block.
Point Alaska Anchorage.
That one went wide, though, by Chloe Ritzesender. Vikings now with 7 errors, 7 service aces.
Into the match, now serving, number 1, Riley Plumhoff.
Serving now, number 1, Riley Plumhoff. Plumhoff has 2 aces, no service errors. 15-14 game. Woodruff returns it. Aliaga quick to Fairchild to the back line. No, dug out. Good job by the libero, but back over to the side of the Vikings. Fairchild. Heilborn to set it over. Floyd to Stevens, dug out by Gunterman. Aliaga, Heilborn takes an angle but returned. Floyd back to Stevens, tipped at the net. Gunterman digs it out. Aliaga, Fairchild down the middle. That'll get down for a kill.
Point Western, credit the score to number 13.
Leao and I was
Olivia
diving in there
Fairchild.
trying to get that pancake. Olivia Fairchild ties it up. Tipped off the defenders. Leao and I was very close to that one. And Tess Biskup's going to check back in the game for Tupelo Logo. Lilia Aliaga's back to serve. Westerns come all the way back from down 8 to tie this one up 15-15. Leao and I returns it. Here's Stevens. Great kill by Eve Stevens. My goodness. Stevens, we mentioned, came into this one 3rd in the GNAC in kills. She has 10. That one was just a missile. The last 2 times these teams played, Eve Stevens had 8 kills. Here's the serve by Leawanai. Out of bounds. Service error, and it's tied right back up. Just keeping the count of these aces and errors. Right now, Anchorage with 8 aces, 10 service errors. Vikings with 7 of each. And that'll be Callie Heilborn back to serve. Wow. Interesting serve there, but got over. Good serve, I should say. But a better kill by Eve Stevens once again. Eve Stevens now 11 kills, 33 total attacks, 5 attack errors. It's good for a hitting percentage of 182. She also has 12 digs, 2 service aces, and she's serving now. Dug out by Woodruff. Aliaga, here's Gunterman. Look at the power. Tying it right back up. The libero Leawanai was right there, but just too much power from Gabby Gunterman. Talia Leawanai has been in position to dig out a lot of these attacks. Vikings just have so much power, as do the Seawolves. Here's a serve by Woodruff. Floyd at the net. Great dump over behind her back. Back to Gunterman. Dug out. Here's Floyd. Over to Johnny. Still in play for the Seawolves. Steven gets it over. Here's the return. Yeah, they get it back over. There we go. I wasn't quite sure if Malia Aliaga was going to be able to get it out. She was standing all the way over by the head referee. But Tess Biskup flicks it over, flicks it down, and gets a kill. That's 4 kills for her now. 18-17 Vikings. They were down 8. Now they have the lead. Here's Woodruff to serve. Stevens, Floyd. Great kill. That's Vera Plahazova tying it back up. Plahazova only with 4 attacks, but 3 kills. So in that modest sample size, she's hitting 750. We'll see if she gets a little bit more work. It's 18-18 now. Remember, set number 2 was tied 20-20. These teams basically just going toe-to-toe. Nice short serve returned by Woodruff. Here's Biskup. Nice dig. Out of bounds. Vikings going to inch ahead, 19-18. Tupu Lologo's going to check back in the game to serve. That was off the hands of Eve Stevens. Both teams with 8 kills and 4 attack errors here in this 4th set. The logo with the short serve, good one. Dug out by Blue. Here's Plahazova. Blocked at the net. She gets it back over, though. Aliaga, Ritza sender down the line, dug out. That will be a kill by Mahala Kaapuni. Malia Aliaga and Chloe Ritzesender were there trying to get the block. Aliaga couldn't handle it. We're tied back up at 19. Plahazova with the serve. Aliaga, here's Gunterman to the back line. That's wide. So Anchorage is the first team to 20 points here in set number 3. Excuse me, earlier I said set number 4. Plahazova to serve again. Serving with a 1-point lead. Mishandled by Woodruff, but still in play. Here's Gunterman. Good dig. Floyd over to Kaapuni, and she gets it down. Kaapuni hasn't seen a lot of work here in the 3rd set. She has 8 kills in the match. Big one there to give the Seawolves a 2-point lead, 21-19. Plahazova to serve again. Heilborn to Aliaga, wide to Gunterman to the back line. Great placement that time by Gabby Gunterman. Had all the time in the world to decide where to go with it, and she just placed it in the corner. Good long set by Aliaga. And good placement by Gunterman. She's now back to serve. It's a 1-point game. Gunterman has 8 kills and 15 digs in the match. Big block at the net, still in play. Side of the Vikings, Aliaga, Ritzesender, tipped over. Blue returns it. Here's Stevens. One-handed dig by Woodruff. Gunterman gets it. Lalogo does as well. Back over. Great defensive play by the Vikings. A dump. Nice hand by Chloe Ritzesender, and Gunterman goes right into the net. So a great defensive play by the Vikings, but it's all for naught as the point goes to Alaska Anchorage. You can see the one-handed touch by Woodruff, diving stop by Gunterman, and then to Lalogo. But it ended up being a point for the Seawolves. Here's Aliaga over to Ritzesender, blocked at the net. Well done. Akor Maywin and Ka'apuni teaming up for that one. It's 23-20. We have a timeout on the floor. We're going to keep things right here. Coach Flick Williams looking to change the tide for the Vikings. Seawolves gaining momentum here in set number 3, looking to take a 2-1 lead. One thing that I wanted to point out between these two teams, a little funny to me, Western, Coach Flick Williams almost famously only recruits from Washington. All of her players are from Washington, and I'm pulling this out off the top of my head. I believe since 2012, every player on Western's roster has been from Washington. Alaska Anchorage could not be more different. Just looking at the hometowns of all of these players, you have Alaska, Hawaii, California, Texas, Idaho, Oregon, France, Florida, Czech Republic, Missouri, Turkey, another Alaska. And so Western as localized as it could possibly get, and Alaska Anchorage as globalized as it could possibly get. Coming out of this timeout, Alaska Anchorage with a 3-point lead. They won the previous set 25-23. They have the serve here. Call this the penultimate set point. The point before the set point, if you will. Serving will be Floyd. 50-50 at the net. Another 50-50. Scattered play, but we're still going. Stevens, dug out by the logo. 50-50 at the net again. A dump and a tap. That's going to be a kill by Malia Aliaga. Man, that set was just a bunch of 50-50s in a row. Or that point, excuse me. Malia Aliaga just decided that enough was enough. Great defensive stops. Malia Aliaga picking up her first kill. That's Aliaga's 23rd kill of the year. There's the serve by Ritzesender. Stevens out of bounds. So out of the timeout, the Vikings get 2 points, making it a 23-22 third set. Serving again is going to be Chloe Ritzesender. But hold on here, we're going to have a challenge by the Seawolves. Coach Chris Green is going to review that previous play. If it is overturned, it'll be 24-21 in favor of the Seawolves. Drastically different than 23-22. Let's take a look here on the replay. Stevens had the first touch. Floyd, Stevens. We're looking if that was out or not. This is very similar to that challenge we had earlier where Tess Biskup put it to the other side of the court, and she was ruled out of bounds. This is a very quick review by the referees. Call on the floor was out of bounds, point to the Vikings. 23-22 the score if it stands. Head referee having some conversations with the table referee. They call it out, point for the Vikings. I still like the challenge there by Coach Chris Green. If he would have been successful, it would have been 24-21 in his team's favor. And as my good friend Sean Church always says, you can't bring those home with you, so might as well use the challenges. So some confusion on the court. Yes, and it is confirmed. A little bit of confusion between the coaches and the referees, but it is 23-21 Seawolves. It's going to be Ritzesender to serve. She serves it over. Blue digs it. Here's the pass. Blocked at the net. Blue digs it out again. Floyd tipped at the net. Nice little tip over by Kapuni. Kapuni got blocked the first time. They went right back to her, and she did the opposite. Instead of going strong, she just had a nice little soft touch. And the Seawolves now on set point here in the third set. Plumhoff to serve. Lalogo, tough for Aliaga. Here's Heilborn. Great angle, but a great dig. Just getting it over will be Leawanai. Here's Aliaga. Fairchild, big point. Clutch Jean for Olivia Fairchild. She's tied for the team lead with 9 kills. Aliaga could have chosen to go to Heilborn or Fairchild. They each have 9 kills. She chose the middle blocker that time. It's 24-23 now. Floyd to no one. And we're going to have extra volleyball here in set number 2. A bad set there by Ellen Floyd. Back-to-back points for the Vikings. 24-24. Remember, you have to win by 2. Malia Aliaga to serve. Leawanai digs it out. Here's Stevens. Ooh, that'll be in. Great kill by Stevens. Eve Stevens picks up her 12th. No doubt to the back corner. And now it's set point once again for the Seawolves. It'll be Leawanai, the libero, to serve. Tipped off the net. Here's Aliaga. Over to Fairchild. Fairchild once again. That's twice now. The Seawolves have been on set point. Olivia Fairchild has extended the set. Big one there, and it's going to be Callie Heilborn back to serve. Fairchild, the first Viking to double-digit kills. She has 10, hitting .308 as well. Heilborn short serve, it gets over. Floyd, great kill that time. Pluhausova putting the Seawolves one step closer at set point once again. Let's see if the Vikings here, if they get an attack, it ends up going to Fairchild again. Stevens to serve. Nope, straight out of bounds. So the 11th service error of the match. For Stevens, that is her 3rd. And we are tied up once again. Woodruff to serve. Floyd, Stevens, dug out by Woodruff. Aliaga, over to Gunterman, tip, block, no! That'll get down on the side of the Seawolves, and all of a sudden the Vikings have set point. Gabby Gunterman picked up that kill. We're going to have a timeout on the floor. We're going to keep things right here, though. Let's keep the energy in WECU Court. It's 27-26 Vikings. They have fought off 3 different set points. Let's update you on the stats of this set. First for the Vikings, 13 kills, 7 attack errors. That's a 154 hitting percentage. For the Seawolves, 13 kills, 5 attack errors. Hitting percentage of 195. The Seawolves have actually outblocked the Vikings in this set and in the match overall. 3 blocks for the Seawolves, 2 blocks for the Vikings here in this third set, 9 in the match for Alaska Anchorage, 6 for Western. Western 1 point away now. And coming all the way back and taking this third set. Take a look at that last play. That was Gabby Gunterman splitting the teeth of the defenders at the net. The blockers 2B. And here we go. Vikings are on set point. Libero Casey Woodruff to serve. Winner of the set will take a 2-1 lead here in the match. Floyd. Over to Jana. Aliaga tip back over. Floyd. Returned by Woodruff. Aliaga to sender. Good dig. Floyd, here's Stevens. She just sets it over. Aliaga. Biscup blocked at the net, but out of bounds. A point for the Vikings. They're going to take set number 3. Vikings coming all the way back from down big to victors of the third set. That final one, a kill from Tess Biscup. My goodness, Vikings take the third set 28-26. We're going to be right back here after this short break for set number 4.
Dear college sports,
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
we've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us and for college sports.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours. In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Welcome back to WECU Court here in Bellingham. We're on the campus of Western Washington University. Vikings just took the third set and took a 2-1 lead in this match. You're watching Vikings TV. My name is Ben Bagley. Thanks for tuning in on this Monday night. This game was originally supposed to be played back on September 30th. Got rescheduled for tonight. I'm glad you're here with me. This is a really great match going on the court right now. Vikings took the first set 25-21. Anchorage battled back 25-23 in the second. And in that third set, at one point the Vikings were trailing 11-3. From that point, they went on a 24-16 run. And they ended up taking that third set. 24-15 run to close it out. That's quite a lengthy run. I don't know if you can call that a run if it's 24-15. How many points is that? 39 points. I'm not sure you can have a run over 39 points, but regardless, Anchorage was up big early on. Vikings battled back. Taking a look at the final stats there from that third set. Vikings with 14 kills, Anchorage with 13. Seawolves hit 186, Vikings hit 167. 4 service aces for the Seawolves, 3 for the Vikings, 3 blocks for the Seawolves, and 2 for the Vikings. So here we go, set number 4. Malia Aliaga starts us off with the serve. Here's Stevens for the Seawolves, tipped at the net. Returned by the Vikings, Fairchild puts it over. Seawolves get it back. Here's Johnny, blocked at the net by Olivia Fairchild. Fairchild having herself a good game. She has 10 kills. She's hitting .296. That's her third block of the game as well. Aliaga to serve. Here's Stevens. That's going to be a kill for Eve Stevens. Eve Stevens has 13 kills now in the match. She had 5 kills in that third set. Back to serve now is going to be Leawanai, the libero. That goes right into the net. The theme of this match has been service aces and service errors. That's now 8 aces and 12 service errors for the Seawolves. Vikings have 7 of each. Here's Callie Heilborn to serve. Returned. Floyd. Hit over. That's John A. Aliaga to Biscup. Blocked at the net. Out of bounds. Point for the Vikings. That kill by Tess Biscup. Her 7th kill of the match. She had 3 in the third set. She's hitting .333, 7 kills on 15 attacks, 2 attack errors. And that's going to be a service ace by Callie Heilborn. That's the second time in this match that the Vikings have got an ace off of a defensive miscommunication by the Seawolves. There was the first touch, and nobody went for it. Callie to serve again. That time into the net, so the serve giveth and the serve taketh away. An ace immediately followed by a service error. Vikings now have 8 of each, but they lead 4-2 here in this fourth set. Stevens to serve. Out of bounds, so another service error. 13 now for the Seawolves, 4 for Eve Stevens. Casey Woodruff gonna serve now for the Vikings. Returnable. Here's John A. Dug out by Woodruff. Aliaga. Biscup just tips it. That's pancaked. But the pancake doesn't bounce high enough off the ground for the Seawolves to do anything with it. See a good effort. I believe that was Leawanai, the libero. No, that was Floyd. Leawanai came in to try and get the second touch. Couldn't get there in time. 6-2 Vikings. Woodruff to serve. Floyd. Big kill. That's the middle blocker, Pluhausova. Pluhausova now is up to 5 kills on 8 attacks. She's hitting .625, a very good clip. Pluhausova, 6'2" senior out of the Czech Republic. I should correct myself. Earlier in the broadcast, said there were no seniors on either team. Pluhausova is the exception. Back to the action, though. Gabby Gunterman picking up a kill. Gunterman is now up to 10. Going right past Pluhausova that time. Off the hands of the libero Leawanai. Gunterman now with 10 kills and 15 digs, a double-double for her. Eve Stevens has a double-double for the Seawolves as well. 13 kills, 14 digs. There's Aliaga the set. Ritzesender to the back line. Good up. Ooh, nice dig by Woodruff. Aliaga over to Gunterman. Tip blocked at the net. No, out of bounds. So Gabby Gunterman with back-to-back kills. Did that go off the head of Ellen Floyd? I think it might have. Tupu Lologo in the game to serve. Gunterman now has 11 kills. It's going to end up being a point by the Vikings. There's a little bit of extracurricular activity on the court afterwards. You can see Ellen Floyd kind of hit that ball up to the rafters, but no disciplinary action was taken. There's a serve by Lologo. Aliaga with the dump attempt went right out of bounds. The point before that, it was a service ace by Lologo as Ellen Floyd was out of rotation, which led her to hit the ball in frustration afterwards. But after that attack error by Malia Aliaga, it's 9-4. Seawolves to serve. Short serve returned. Aliaga wide to Gunterman, just rainbowed over. Out of bounds. That was Nicole Blue on the attack. So back in the third set, we saw the Seawolves take an 11-3 lead. And here the script has been flipped. Vikings up 10-4. Here's Gabby Gunterman to serve. Floyd. Big attack by Maywin. And I believe that will be a kill for Maywin. Maywin now up to 10 kills. Anchorage has 3 players with double-digit kills. Stevens has 13, Maywin 10, Kaapuni has 10. Heilborn returns that one, and here's an attack blocked at the net. Eve Stevens. Eve Stevens teaming up with Akor Maywin. Man, you just see those hands coming over the net. They cover so much ground. Eve Stevens with great hops, good vertical, getting that block. Here's Ritzesender. Played to the back line, dug out. Tip to the net, Logo digs it. Aliaga, Heilborn again, to the corner, off the hands of Nicole Blue, and a point for the Vikings. So Callie Heilborn now the third Viking with double-digit kills. Gunterman has 11. Heilborn and Fairchild each have 10. Heilborn now with a double-double, 10 kills, 14 digs. There's a ball that just dinks off the net, but that gets over. Maywin blocked at the net, but out of bounds. However, it was tipped after the after the block, before it went out of bounds. It was tipped by the Seawolves. There we go. That'll be a point for the Vikings. See it on the replay here. It hit off of Maywin. So even though that went out of bounds, it was still a point for the Vikings due to the last touch by the Seawolves. Good diving attack there and a good save by Gunterman. Heilborn rainbows it over. Here's Stevens. And that'll be a kill by Stevens off the hands of Tupu Lologo. So just like the Vikings did in the third set, after being down big, they battled back. Anchorage now, they were down 6, now they're down 4, and they have the serve. Serving will be Plumhoff again. Riley Plumhoff, 2 aces, no errors. Play at the net. Fairchild, a quick one, dug out. Here's Stevens. Dug out by Gunterman. Back to Gunterman. Off the net, but returned. Plumhoff. Stevens. Blocked at the net. Heilborn and Fairchild teaming up. Lead is back up to 5. 3 blocks already in the set for the Vikings. They have 9 in the match. Alaska Anchorage has 10 in the match, but 5 of those came back in the second set. Low serve off the net, but over. Over to Stevens, tipped at the net. That was Woodruff and Gunterman diving for it. Couldn't get there. 15 kills now for Eve Stevens. Stevens with 47 total attacks, 15 kills, 7 attack errors. It's a 170 hitting percentage. Leawanai serving it over. Here's Biscup. Ooh, blocked at the net. Eve Stevens again. Eve Stevens, statistically the leader on this team, and she is certainly leading in this match. Serve back to the Seawolves. It's down to a 3-point lead. Leawanai to serve. Low serve, but it gets over. Aliaga, the one-handed set. And Fairchild not in position to capitalize on the one-handed set. That lead is down to 2. Very close to the net. Fairchild was charging in, probably wanted the ball right up at the net for her to smack home, but a tough set situation for Aliaga, only being able to go up in one hand. Aliaga again, there's Fairchild. That's probably what they wanted to do on that last one. Ball put right at the net. Fairchild had the opportunity to slam it home or just push it over. A 2-handed set by Aliaga that time. And Fairchild pushes it right to the middle. 11 kills now, 2 attack errors, sitting 310. Heilborn serves that one. Wide to Stevens, blocked at the net, and then back off the face of Stevens. That was Gabby Gunterman in there on that block. Gunterman and Fairchild teaming up for it. That was off her shoulder. I'm glad it wasn't off her face. 15-11 Vikings. Here's Heilborn to serve. Over to Johnny, just gets it over. Fairchild, returned by the Seawolves. Over to Stevens. Dug out. Aliaga, Biscup to the corner, nice diving dig. Played over to Johnny, and a digging back over by Heilborn. Floyd, setter dump, diving dig by Woodruff. Here's Heilborn, dug out by Floyd. Here's Stevens, just tips it. Woodruff's right there, 50-50 at the net to Fairchild, and she's gonna get it down. Aliaga and Fairchild with the very quick attack. All set up by a great defensive stop right off screen there by Woodruff. And man, they just found the open court and put it down. It's 16-11 here in the fourth set. Timeout on the floor. We're gonna be right back.
Dear college sports,
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal, and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
we've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us and for college sports.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Welcome back to WECU Court here in the fourth set. Vikings leading 16-11, leading 2-1. We're underway. Heilborn with the serve. Plahausova dug out by Heilborn. Aliaga over to Biscup. Blocked at the net by Plahausova again. Heilborn passes to Gunterman. Good angle, but a dig. Floyd over to Stevens. The tip. Good awareness there by Stevens. She's been aggressive for most of this game. Vikings were respecting her power, and it just left the nice little tip shot. Biscup was almost there. 16-12 with Stevens back to serve. Heilborn. Gunterman pushes it back. A little unorthodox, but a kill nonetheless. You can see Heilborn just saying, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. A pass nonetheless. Gunterman had to go way off course and just flicked it over, and whatever works, right? Libero, Woodruff to serve. Here's Floyd. Wow, big attack, and that'll be a kill. That's Lisa Johnny. Johnny picking up her 6th kill, and she came flying in there. Both of these teams have really flexed their power. Here's Blue to serve. Aliaga over to Biscup. Another powerful shot blocked at the net. Over to Gunterman now. Plahausova getting big, sending that one home. Big block by number 14, all 6'2" of her. See her roaming the middle. She was all over that Gabby Gunterman attack. Plahausova now with 1 solo block and 6 block assists. Here's Biscup, tipped at the net. In play, Floyd. Leawanai, back to Floyd. Good power from the setter, Floyd, but dug out by the Vikings. Here's Heilborn, just tips it over. Plahausova, Floyd the set. Blocked at the net. The Twins teaming up, Ritzesender and Biscup. Kapuni thought that she might be able to get it through. Twins said no way. 5th block of the set for the Vikings. They're up to 11 in the match. Tupelo Logo in the game now to serve. 18-14 Western. Blue digs it. Over to Plahausova. She finds the open court. Seawolves sticking around. They want to force a 5th set. It's 18-15. Vera Plahausova now, 6 kills, 11 attacks, no attack errors. So she leads the team with a .545 hitting percentage. Serving is Elenecki. Aliaga with the center dump! She went toe-to-toe with Floyd at the net. And she just put it right over. You saw the ball was going far, wasn't able to get a set, so she turns her body and dumps it. Nice awareness by Aliaga, and now it's Gunterman back to serve. Blue to Floyd. Here's Kapuni. Dug out by Woodruff. Aliaga to Ritza Center, the soft touch. Floyd, Leawanai. Back to Floyd. Aliaga gets it. The logo, the pass to Heilborn. Tipped at the net, gets down. Blue got it. And a great return. That was Leawanai got the final touch on it. Here's Gunterman from the back line. Leawanai, nice diving dig. Floyd over to Maywin. Dug out by Gunterman. Aliaga, Tupelo logo, good attack. Leawanai, Floyd, Maywin again, just tips it. Woodruff is there. Here's Aliaga over to Heilborn. She puts it away. Talia Leawanai had a couple of nice digs in that rally. But this last one, Callie Heilborn just with too much power going right at her. And in the fourth set, Vikings are the first team to 20 points. 5-point lead, 2-1. Here's Gunterman. Blue digs it. Floyd over to Kapuni, blocked at the net. Floyd, oh, blocked by Ritzesender. At the net again, punched up. Aliaga over to Ritzesender, soft touch, touched by. Sorry, so much going on right now. All right, Leawanai. Backline attack, dug out by Woodruff. Here's Gunterman, big attack! And the power of the Vikings coming through here in the fourth set. It is 21-15, big back-to-back kills by Heilborn and Gunterman. We're gonna have a timeout on the floor by the Seawolves. Chris Green taking that timeout. You see, bam! Big kill by Callie Heilborn. We're going to keep things right here for this timeout. Viking Faithful is on their feet. Just 4 points away from their 13th straight win. So the Vikings right now are in second place in the West Regional rankings. They trail Cal State San Bernardino. Now, Cal State San Bernardino does own the tiebreaker over the Vikings. They played against each other during the Colorado Premier Classic earlier in this season, and the Coyotes ended up beating the Vikings in 5 sets. It was a great battle, though. The second set actually went 35-33. The Vikings won it. The reason I'm mentioning this is because right now, Cal State San Bernardino in first place in the West, in the driver's seat to host that West Regional tournament. The Vikings, if they want a chance to host, they'd have to be obviously the number 1 seed in the West. To do that, they're going to have to win out and hope that the Coyotes lose a couple games. But victories over quality opponents like the Seawolves would certainly help their case. However, this match is far from over. Seawolves trailing by 6. Vikings have scored 3 in a row. Gabby Gunterman's going to be back to serve. Fans are bringing some great energy here tonight in Carver. Glad you're with us. There's a block at the net, dug out by Leawanai. Kapuni gets it over. Aliaga. Broken play, but they get it back over. Floyd. Maywin. Aliaga to the net, a dump. 1-2 pinball, gets it back over. Maywin gets it over. Here's Aliaga. Quick to the net, Ritzender pushes it wide. Leonawi gets it back. All right, back to the Vikings. Aliaga, here's Heilborn. Attacking Leonawi, but she gets it. Floyd. Dug out by the logo. Aliaga, Heilborn the attack, took something off of it. A nice pinball. And the Seawolves get it back. Here's Ritzesender. Dug out again. Great defense right now by the Seawolves. Push to the back line, return by Gunterman. Here's Heilborn. Nice dig by Blue. Back to the net, Ritzesender. Aliaga wide to Heilborn, blocked at the net. Big point there by the Seawolves. Akor Maywin ended up getting that block. Callie Heilborn had a number of attacks. Just off your screen, Casey Woodruff was almost in position to keep that rally going. a great one there. When they played in Anchorage, they actually had a rally that lasted a minute and a half. So these two teams, great defensively and great offensively, just trading blows. Anchorage getting that one, now trailing by 5, 21-16. Floyd to serve. Woodruff can't handle it, and it's 21-17. Service ace that time by Ellen Floyd. That's her 4th. Seawolves have 10 service aces, 13 service errors. Floyd to serve again, now trailing by 4. Lologo, Aliaga, Callie Heilborn. Callie Heilborn taking the angle and giving the Vikings a 5-point lead here late in the 4th set. Man, great placement. Nicole Blue was there. Just had no chance of catching up to that one. Floyd, Kapuni, blocked at the net, and that'll roll on the net and be very, very friendly to the Vikings. That was Fairchild and Aliaga officially teaming up for the block. So 6 blocks in the set now. One of the more unconventional blocks you'll ever see. 23-17. Floyd over to Maywin, blocked at the net. Olivia Fairchild, back-to-back blocks. And it is match point here in Bellingham. Maywin had the read on it, but Fairchild and Heilborn teaming up for it. Here we go, match point. The serve returned. Here's Floyd. Over to Kapuni. Dug out by the logo. That's going to go out of bounds. So Alaska Anchorage will have the serve now. They're going to need 6 points in a row to extend this 4th set. It'll be Riley Plumhoff will be serving. Viking faithful on their feet, chanting 1. Aliaga, Fairchild, what a tip, but what a recovery. Punch to the back line. Gunterman, Aliaga to Fairchild again. A smack, but returned. In. Good play there by Eve Stevens. Good kill, and now they trail by 5. 24-19 our score. Great kill there by Stevens. Woodruff thought it might be out. And here we go, match point. Good diving dig by Gunterman. Heilborn plays it over. In or out? Out of bounds. We're going to get another timeout on the floor now. This one by the Vikings. Coach Flick Williams taking that timeout. We're going to keep things here. Don't want you to miss the last point if we go to commercial break. So 24-20 now. That's 2 straight points for the Seawolves, needing 4 more. So Western Volleyball only has 1 more home game. That's going to be on November 20th against second place Simon Fraser. That'll be a great game. And if you're looking for some more Vikings in action this week, the Women's GNAC Soccer Championships will be held on the campus of Western at Harrington Field. Vikings are a 2 seed. Teams in that tournament: Seattle Pacific, Northwest Nazarene, Western, and Simon Fraser. Western women will be playing Northwest Nazarene at 7 p.m. on Thursday. If they win, they will advance to the GNAC Championship match on Saturday. That'll be held at 1 p.m. You can, of course, watch that action on Viking TV. All right, back to this one. It's match point one more time. Plumhoff to serve. Anchorage needing 4 points in a row here to extend the set. Good serve. To the net, Aliaga. Callie Heilborn blocked at the net, and a point for the Seawolves. So Seawolves needed a run, and right now they are on it. That's 3 in a row. Blocked by Eve Stevens and Akor Maywin. And it just barely landed in bounds, too. Plumhoff to serve again. Gets it over. Heilborn. Aliaga. Back to Heilborn. Gets through, but dug out. Here's Eve Stevens. Getting it over is Johnny. Aliaga, Callie Heilborn blocked at the net, still in play. Jane. Here's Stevens, tipped over, and that'll get down. So Alaska Anchorage, I said they need 6 points in a row to extend it. So far they have 4. Riley Plumhoff gonna serve again. That kill by Eve Stevens. She has 18. She leads all players. Here's the serve by Plumhoff. Lalogo to Aliaga. Fairchild, that'll get down, and the Vikings are victorious. They take set number 4, 25-22. They knock off the Seawolves 3-1 in an excellent match here on a Monday night. Wow, a great effort by both squads. Vikings coming out on top. They advance to 18-4, 14-1 in GNAC play. They have won 13 in a row. Alaska Anchorage falls to 17-10, 10-5 in GNAC play. They have now lost back-to-back games, and they have lost 4 of their last 5. Quickly, some final stats here from WECU Court. Both teams had 23 kills, both teams had 53 kills and 23 attack errors. Seawolves hit 168, Vikings hit 163. Seawolves with 14.5 blocks, Vikings with 13. Both these offenses and defenses were fantastic. Eve Stevens led all players with 18 kills. Kaapuni and Maywin each had 11 for the Seawolves. For the Vikings, Fairchild and Gunterman each with 13, Callie Heilborn with 12, and 44 assists for Malia Aliaga. Man, what a great match. Thank you for joining us. For all of Vikings TV and our Western Athletics staff, my name is Ben Bagley. We'll have one more volleyball game on November 20th. We hope to see you there. Man, thank you one more time. And from Bellingham, for all of Vikings TV, my name is Ben Bagley. We'll see you next time.